In this Jackson Hole High School Fabrication Lab tutorial, we will review how to utilize the rotary attachment for the Epilog laser system to engrave artwork on cylindrical surfaces. For example, the rotary attachment can be used to engrave artwork onto drinking glasses, anodized aluminum and plastic water bottles, or pens and pencils. When using the rotary attachment, there are 3 important steps to keep in mind: proper installation of the rotary attachment, proper layout of your artwork, and proper setup of your engraving material. Step 1. Installing the rotary attachment. Warning: when installing the rotary attachment, it is essential to complete the following steps exactly as described. Failure to do so can short-circuit the motherboard of the laser system, effectively breaking the machine and can potentially cause bodily harm. To properly install the laser attachment, complete the following steps. First, lower the table to its lowest position by pressing the focus button and using the down arrow key. Then, turn the laser system off. Before proceeding, make sure the laser system is turned off. It is essential that the machine be turned off to prevent damage to the motherboard when installing or removing the rotary attachment. Once the machine is turned off, remove the engraving table or vector grid from the machine. Then, remove the crumb tray from the machine. To do this, open the front door of the machine, unlock the crumb tray by flipping the levers to the open position, carefully slide the crumb tray from the machine and place it on the storage rack. With the crumb tray removed, you can now install the rotary attachment. The rotary attachment has 3 silver pegs on the bottom. Align these with the 3 holes in the machine bed. Ensure that the rotary attachment is fully engaged in the holes and flush with the bed of the machine. Double-check that the machine is turned off and plug in the rotary attachment to the machine. Power up the laser system. The rotary attachment will automatically be recognized. To remove the rotary attachment, complete the following steps. First, make sure the laser system is turned off. It is essential that the machine is turned off to prevent damage to the motherboard when removing the rotary attachment. With the machine turned off, unplug the rotary attachment. Gently remove the rotary attachment. Replace the crumb tray. Finally, replace the engraving bed or vector grid. Step 2. Artwork layout. With the rotary attachment installed, you are now ready to prepare your artwork for printing in CorelDRAW. The primary thing to keep in mind when laying out your artwork for the rotary attachment is the page orientation must be rotated by 90 degrees. This means that the left edge of your CorelDRAW document corresponds to the edge of the black bumper on your rotary attachment. Start by creating a new document. To help visualize the placement of your artwork on your material, set the dimensions of your Corel document so the height is equal to the circumference of the object to which you are engraving, while the width of your document is equal to the height of your object. Imagine that you are unwrapping a cylinder and lying it flat. With your document dimensions set correctly, press OK to create your document. Import or create your artwork. Rotate your artwork 90 degrees to correspond to the orientation of the object as it lies in the rotary attachment. If the top of your object is on the left side of the rotary attachment, rotate your artwork by 90 degrees counterclockwise. If the top of your object is on the right side of the rotary attachment, rotate your artwork 90 degrees clockwise. Place your artwork near the top of the Corel document, keeping the white space to a minimum. This is because the first thing that will happen when the engraving job starts is that the rotary attachment will rotate through any white space that is between the top of your document and the top of the artwork. By placing your artwork at the top of your Corel document, you can be more precise in knowing where your artwork will begin printing on your object. With your artwork oriented correctly, you are now ready to prepare your material for engraving. Step 3. Setting up your material for engraving. The rotary attachment works in both raster or vector mode, and the setup is the same for both. The part of your material you are engraving should rest between the two sets of wheels. The wheels on the left are the driving wheels, which spin the cylinder to be engraved. The wheels on the right are for support. They can be raised or lowered to make the work surface to be engraved level with the machine bed. They can also be moved from left to right to adjust to the length of the object being engraved. When using the rotary attachment, it is important to remember that the area being engraved must be level for the laser to maintain focus and for the part to be engraved correctly. Load your part with the smaller diameter of the material on the right. Set your object so that the left end is close to but not touching the black bumper. Some objects will rotate better if they are clamped to the wheel drive. You can also consider adding water to bottles in order to add weight and provide better contact with the wheel drive. Turn the dial on the elevator to raise or lower your material until the printing area is horizontal. Use a level to check that this is in fact the case. With the printing surface horizontal, you can now focus the laser. Attach the focus gauge to the lens assembly. Press the focus button. This will align the focus gauge with the apex of your cylinder. Press up or down until your cylinder comes in contact with the focus gauge. Slowly move the carriage back and forth across your printing area to double check that the laser will maintain the same distance from your cylinder across the entire printing surface. If the focus gauge comes in contact on one side of the printing area and not on the other, adjust the elevator until the focus gauge maintains contact across the entire printing area. Press reset and you are now ready to engrave. In CorelDRAW, send your project to print. Enter the Epilog dashboard and adjust your settings for the object you will be engraving, and make sure to double-check your printing dimensions. Then select Print. As always, perform a test print by leaving the door of the laser system open, turning on your laser pointer, and pressing Go. Watch the laser pointer. If you are satisfied with the position of the printing area, press Stop, turn off the laser pointer, then close the lid. Select your job one more time and press Go, watching your print for errors. When the print is finished, press focus and lower the bed to its lowest position using the arrow keys. Lift the lid and remove your material. If you have any questions or if any problems arise that are not covered in this video, locate a Jackson Hole High School FabLab instructor or technician for support.